Hi, Peace Family. This is Danielle, and you're watching Fly Girls Manifesting. Today, we're going to talk about this New Age to Jesus movement or agenda that's going around. I've noticed that a lot of spiritual teachers, not only on YouTube, but in a lot of other bigger platforms, are starting to step down and denounce all of the tools that they use to not only get money, but to the tools that they use to first step away from religion. They're now demonizing these tools of divination, and they're basically trying to make it seem as if everyone who now still does those things are somewhat practicing evil, and witchcraft is bad and tarot is bad and all the list goes on and on and on. So I normally do not address drama for clout chasing or entertainment. However, I know how to transmute any type of negative energy, because unlike a lot of these people who run back to religion and Jesus and whatever other structures of religion that they like to be a part of, I have actually done the inner work, so I know how to balance the light and the dark. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I work with clients and I work with people who are new on their path. So yes, I'm going to talk today about, there's a YouTuber that everyone is up in arms about. Her name is Pretty Boss. I'm going to speak to her a little bit later. This video is not going to be that long. But I want you guys to understand that we cannot allow people who are on their own paths to affect us to the point where now we're questioning why we're doing our own spiritual work. What I do is not evil. I have a altar back here. That's not evil. My ancestors who look out for me, I'm not going to demonize them and say, oh, because I was practicing something that I wasn't, fully aware of, that now because I chose a different path that everyone else needs to follow me. See, this channel is about opening your mind, using the tools that you deem fit, that you're led to use to manifest the things that you want to create in your life. Deliberately manifest, to know the power of how you can actually imagine something, speak it into existence, and see it come to you tangibly in your hand. That's the work that I'm doing. So I don't want newly spiritual people who have we're always spiritual, but people who have newly come into learning about themselves as a spiritual person. I just want to encourage you that you are being divinely guided. Trust that. If you have been following someone for years and then all of a sudden they deviate from something that has helped you, take that as a lesson that you need to follow no one and follow yourself. My experience with growing up in a Christian environment was very beneficial for me as a kid, because it kept me out of trouble and kept me in line. So, I'm not knocking Christians or people who practice religion. What I'm saying is that for me, as I got older, I realized that I needed to learn my own true power. And praying to a man in the sky and looking for my salvation outside of myself, it just no longer worked. It wasn't until I actually asked the Creator, Most High, God, Source, whatever name you call that one energy that we all call upon, that lives through us, that expresses itself through us, I said, show me my own personal way. I'm a light worker. I always have been. And not only that, I'm a spiritual entrepreneur. I work as an entrepreneur through my spiritual talents. So I can't sit back here in good judgment, discernment, and actually watch people in comments under this particular YouTuber saying, oh, well, now maybe I should do this, or oh, well, can you help me to go to your religion now? I'm like, so people want to be led so bad that now that someone is demonizing beautiful tools of divination to get to your higher self, to tap into that energy, there's just a bunch of people being led blindly. I can't sit back and not say anything about that. So I just want anyone who comes across this video to know that, number one, there's only one source. Like, there's many names for one source that we all have access to. Religion is for some people who need the discipline. I'm not one of those people. I have learned to discipline myself. So I just want anyone who is being confused about this New Age to Jesus movement, that just know that there is an agenda there, and that anyone that you have been following, to make sure that you don't become discouraged. There are many, many ways to your own enlightenment. I may be one of those people that you see something that you like, but learn how to be more aware of when people are trying to blindly lead you. We don't want people to come into our energetic field that are there to suck us dry like an energy vampire. Also, what I have learned is that when you want answers to something, when you follow your bliss, you follow the things that make you happy, you follow your heart, that is when you will start to see your world open up. Opportunities will come to you. People will treat you kind. You will get, money from out of nowhere. Things that you never thought that you can accomplish will become accomplished when you learn to focus on your own energy and your own thoughts and follow the things that make you happy. So that's what I have to say about just being encouraged to stay on your own path. There's many ways to get there. So be focused. Do not be distracted about what is going on. There is an agenda. There's a lot of YouTube videos that are popping up that a lot of people are just, leaving the occult. There's nothing new age about what we are doing when we are calling on our ancestors. There's nothing new age about, using mantras and sacred geometry. That's not new age. That's marketing and trying to get people to sign up to spiritual programs for money. Now, on to Pretty Boss. What I'd like to say is that I'm not going to down talk her or belittle her path. But the reason why I'm making this video, and I have notes, so if I keep looking over, because I want it to be very, very specific about what I'm saying. I'm not, I want to say specifically what the issue may be with Pretty Boss, that I think a lot of people, is that a lot of people feel betrayed by her. People feel betrayed because for 2 years almost, she has sat on a large platform and talked about things that were along metaphysical. She, did a lot of things with tarot, and she even did a lot of rituals. And as she was doing this stuff, she was also an entrepreneur and collecting money and using her spiritual gifts to collect money from people. And so building up a large platform and now having access to that many lost people, I think me as a light worker, I can't sit back and not say anything. So for Pretty Boss and for all of those people who come across this video that follow her, I loved a lot of her videos and material too. So I'm not here to, to talk down about her. She has done a lot of good. But this ain't it. With this going to whatever religion that she's going to just because she says that she had a bad experience. Number one, Pretty Boss is doing too much too soon. Working with too many deities, energy all over the place, and had not given herself the proper amount of time to actually learn about what it is that she's actually tapping into. Trust me, I know. You have to create a ritual of protection and cleanse your aura every time you do a reading. I'm pretty sure if she's getting attacked by lower energies, that's because she's actually opening herself up and not protecting herself. See, I'm new to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Not new to this. I'm true to this. Not only that, she also was taking payments even though she said some of her readings weren't coming across clear. That means she lacks integrity, and it's very irresponsible to use your spiritual gifts in that way to mislead people and to still collect money, because that makes it seem as if you were in it for the money. And I always noticed her hustle and I admired that. However, I knew that if she didn't slow down, that she was going to become one of those spiritual scammers. I already called this because I saw her platform started to change. So it's her path, it's her journey, but don't let her journey be your journey. I unsubscribed to that channel because what she does no longer resonates with me. So I will say this to everyone: follow your own heart. If you are confused about which way to go, I'm going to tell you exactly the best way to understand which way to go. You get quiet, you turn off all distractions, and you ask with a sincere heart to be shown the steps you need to take. And then you sit there and you listen. How long do you sit there? Until you get the answer, or until you feel like, okay, the answer may not come right away. It may come 2 days later. It may come to you in a dream. Keep asking quietly and sincerely until you get the answer. And when you come across someone that you resonate with, just know that we're all human. We're all on our same path. But one thing Danielle's not going to do is, I'm not going to flip-flop around with a platform of people who are looking at me and wanting guidance. That's where Pretty Boss went wrong. You cannot lead people astray and then lead them back somewhere else and keep leading them all over. Why not disappear for a little bit, get yourself together, and then come back and build a new platform? So I kind of lose respect for spiritual people who use their platform not only to get money from spiritual gifts, but then they don't care about the people in their own. It's like you're creating such a bad karma for yourself. Nothing wrong with using your spiritual gifts and incorporating that with a service. Just be responsible, because spirit gonna come and tap that ass if you keep playing. And that's exactly what Pretty Boss got, a spiritual spanking. Okay? Y'all have a good day. Get down in the comments and let me know how you feel. And be encouraged. Be encouraged. It's real out here in these streets. Some people can't handle this spirit work. You got to be very strong. You got to do the inner work. You got to do the work. Subscribe to the channel. We do the work here. And I teach you how to open your mind to be able to use the power of your mind to actually manifest the things that you say are important to you and that you would want to experience in the most beautiful and wonderful way. Okay, have a good day, guys. Peace.